Today we're talking about anime parents so negligent, so psychologically damaging that they make real-life child social services look like amateurs. If these characters were real, I'd call the police myself. Number 5. Inko Midoriya, the queen of passive parenting from My Hero Academia. See, common fact number 1. This woman, she admitted that she should have supported her son more even because she knew that he was quirkless. Number 2. She apologized to All Might for not believing in him. So she herself did not even believe in him. And number 3. She never actively helped Deku prepare for a dangerous hero society. This woman saw her son getting bullied for being quirkless and responded with, "Oh, well, that's tough. Did you take him to train? No. Did you give him therapy? No. Did you take him to martial arts? No. What did you give him? Snacks and vibes. I was sourcing your parenting to All Might. Don't worry, All Might will protect him." Excuse me, madam. Are you raising a son or are you renting a babysitter? All in all, we know that Inko meant well, but in a high-race society where 80% of the people have superpowers, emotional support alone is not enough. Deku should have been given combat training since the age of 5 years old. Number 4. Gendo Ikari, the coldest man in anime from Neon Genesis Evangelion. His rap sheet includes abandoning Shinji after his mother's death, only reconnects with him to force him into piloting a giant war mecha, and lastly, shows absolute zero emotional care and treats his son like an actual tool. This one didn't even raise a child, he raised a tool. This man treats his son like company assets and not a human being. You sent a 14-year-old to fight cosmic horrors and called it duty. Excuse me, sir, in my house, even 14-year-olds are still getting sent to buy Maggie cubes. Gendo represents intergenerational emotional neglect in its worst form. His selfish pursuit of his late wife's return ruins Shinji's life. Number 3. Grisha Yeager, the father of revolutionary trauma from Attack on Titan. CV includes forcing his first son Zeke into being a child soldier. He then abandoned Zeke, causing lifelong trauma. Then passed on the Titan powers and a world-ending mission to his second son Eren. Literally also tells Eren to save the world after injecting him with Titan fluid. Hey, this man had 2 sons and he ruined both their lives. Zeke became a traitor, Eren became a war criminal. At this point, it's not even parenting, it's just one man's extinction plan. This man's ideological driven parenting mirrors real-world radicalization, where children are used to continue a parent's political agenda. And what was the fallout? Global conflict. Number 2. Rasa, the Kage who weaponized his own son from Naruto. This one, CV includes, not only did he seal a demon into Gaara as a child, he gave orders to assassinate Gaara multiple times when he couldn't control the power, and then he never showed any love or care until after death. Gaara wasn't raised, he was literally engineered like a scientific weapon prototype. This man didn't even say "I love you." He said, "Let's see if you can survive assassination attempt number 3. Rasa's actions represent a parent who treated their child as means to protect the village instead of an individual human being that had emotional needs as well as their own individual agency. Number 1. Goku, the gold medalist of deadbeat dads from the Dragon Ball series. Highlights include dying and stayed dead multiple times by choice. He left Gohan with Piccolo for most of his life, outsourcing his parenting. Number 3. Didn't even know how to be a husband or father. And number 4, last but not least, during Super, he literally chose to train instead of parenting. Some of you will fight me on this, but I really don't care. Goku is a martial artist and not a parent, and the only thing he's ever raised was his power level, not his actual children. The rest of it, he outsourced it to Chi-Chi and Piccolo. He skipped out on Gohan's childhood, didn't help with Pan, and don't get me started on Goten. He met that child like he was an NPC. Goku's character is a celebration of personal freedom and battle over family. A textbook absentee parent masked by his heroic actions. Before we go into final judgment, make sure you hit that subscribe button before angry African dad comes and finds you with his own cane. Before anybody says anything, special shout outs to Gon Freeze. He's not included in this list because that one, there's a special place in hell for Gon's father. Don't worry, he deserves his own special episode, so we'll get to him another time. These 5 parents aren't just bad, they are anime's biggest criminals in disguise as well. Sentencing and punishment. Inko, your own is light. You have been sentenced to parental guidance classes. Number 4, Gendo, this one, maximum security, no visitation for your own child. Number 3, Grisha, this one, you are sentenced to War Crimes Tribunal.
FBI, open up!
Number 2, Rasa, sentenced to emotional neglect charges, spend the rest of your life in jail. And number 1, Goku, you are sentenced and banned from parenting as a whole, forever under Piccolo's supervision, and it's probably something that you actually enjoy. But hey, what do I know? At least me, I didn't see a demon inside my own child. Good night.